A snack from Daddy. Look at the snack. Morning, guys. So, pretty much took the summer off. So, wanted to come in and do a live. Say good morning. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, you're gonna go see Daddy. Go get a snack. I wanted to start doing morning lives and just say good morning. So, again, this summer was like me taking off and just getting back balance, and I'm getting back in the groove of things. So, wanted to come on and just chit chat. I have my morning tea here, currently drinking on some turmeric, ashwagandha, and some peach tranquility. I switched from honey to agave like permanently, just doing my research there. But yeah, good morning. This is the time for us to kind of just chit chat, talk about things that are on you guys' mind, and content that I can probably help you guys with. So, good morning. Good morning. Welcome. So, guys, this is just a morning, well, my first of many morning health chit chats, and wanted to come on and just see how everybody was doing. And a couple of new things that I'm doing. I talked about the honey. I no longer do honey, I just do strictly agave. And then now with my food intake, I've started to kind of do a little bit more kale than spinach because spinach actually doesn't really do as much as we thought. Good morning. Morning. So I just did well, one, I wanted to come on because I have like a whole bunch of content from this summer that I just didn't put out, and I didn't want y'all to be surprised when I put out a whole bunch of videos with several different hairstyles, but I wanted to make sure you guys get that. And then I have a lot of new fall content coming, Yoni Steams, of course, CMOS, and just family stuff as well. But let me know what you guys are looking for, what you guys are working on in your health journey, so we can talk about it. Okay. um, Another thing that I've been doing for my immune health, fibroids. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about fibroids just in general. So fibroids and endometriosis are really kind of the same. They're both estrogen dominant disorders, which means that even though your body is reacting differently to the estrogen dominance, it's an effective estrogen dominance. So you have to figure out how to get your estrogen levels down. And to do that, it's really three causes that's making us have these estrogen dominant disorders. One, it's our stress, which we can kind of level out. Two, it's our environment and the pollution in our environment, which we can't figure out because it's just things that are just happening around us. And then three, it's our food and our food intake. So if you're able to change up some things in your diet, you may be able to see your fibroids shrink. So for me, I have fibroids, had fibroids. I have not seen them on ultrasound since after giving birth to Clay. But one thing I can say is just starches. Like really, really watch out for the starches that you have in your diet. If you can get rid of bread, if you can change your rice, like instead of doing even white rice or brown rice, get rid of that and go to wild rice instead. You'll start to see a difference there. Sugars as well. So y'all know for a long time I've been using a lot of honey, but even for myself, like I've had to get away from honey in general. So moving from honey to agave because organic agave comes from a cactus versus it being a pure sugar. So really look into getting rid of starches and sugars in your diets to help with your fibroids because I've been able to see a difference with mine. Oops. I think that's my alarm clock telling me I need to go to yoga. But yeah, I think, there's a lot of herbs that you can be using for fibroids too to help with that. Similar with endometriosis, you just don't have to deal with so much of the pain and inflammation. It's more about the clotting when you have fibroids. Yeah, and here's the thing, like, if you and that's true, you can literally change your whole diet and still have issues, and a big piece of it is your stress and your environment. So, one thing I could say is try to find a way to relax, do things that bring you joy. Make sure you're finding time to really just unwind. And I know it sounds easier than you can actually do, but it is a really big piece of it. Like stress can cause you to have those estrogen dominant disorders or issues. And then also with the food, things we don't really think about are when we talk about like food and our environment. So plastics, so changing from using a lot of plastics to maybe glass, or you guys always see my little bamboo straws and things of that nature, because plastic actually gives off a estrogen like substance. So when we're talking about like endometriosis, like what causes it, it's not our actual estrogen, or it's actually estrogen like products. So things like plastic, even we're talking about things that we can't control, all of the pesticides in our environment. It's already been researched that at least 3 pesticides are linked to women having endometriosis, and even if you're buying organic, if those grounds that have had pesticides for years, it may still have those things lingering. So you just have to really, try to do the best that you can. So again, you can control your stress, you can control your food, but you can't control your environment. So even if you're doing everything in your power as far as your diet goes, maybe it's your stress levels that you might want to pay attention to, or plastics, or even like the things that we put on our face, like our makeup and our lotions and things like that. Like those can have estrogen dominant things in it that can affect us in the long run that we don't really think about, because we're like, I'm eating right and I'm doing everything. But um, yeah, those affect us in a major way. So yeah, plastics, I get rid of plastics. Like even if I go, and don't get me wrong, like I love to go out to eat and things like that. But if I'm doing carry out, I come home and I still use my metal fork. Something as simple as that, you might be able to see a difference. And then also, like baths. Like we don't really take baths like that, but actually, those soaking baths with Epsom salt is magnesium. And when you're soaking in magnesium, like it calms your body down. It gives you your body back those minerals that it needs. So just taking a bath like once a week can bring you a lot of health and benefit there. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, maybe I need to do a video about plastics just in general because, yeah, like get rid of the plastic bottles, get rid of the plastic forks. Um, Try not to warm your food up in plastics at all. Like that is a no no. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I do it too, but you want to get away from that, because when you are heating up plastics with your food, like your food is absorbing those chemicals a lot more than we even think. But all right, guys, so it's 6:43. I promise I'll be back tomorrow to do another one of these. But again, don't be surprised if I just do a dump of videos because this summer was really just about family. We have like summer is like birthday season for us here. So we celebrate a lot of birthdays and I have a lot of videos I want to get out, but I wanted to get all that out before I started doing all my fall content. So you'll see all that come out really soon. I hope you guys have an amazing morning and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.